flipped right on his back like some jujitsu specialist. What the you gonna do against that? Walk away, certainly, but don't raise your butt up like that. It gives him a target. Oh, there it goes. If the wasp finds an opening, all it takes is a moment. The sting delivers a venom that paralyzes the tarantula. The wasp then drags the tarantula about, looking for a suitable spot, where it will pause and then lay its eggs on top of the tarantula's body. Then it friggin' buries it, often alive. And then you know what happens. The little wasp babies eat the tarantula. It's horrifying. And that's the kind of bullshit that the male tarantulas have to deal with when they want to go out on a date. Once the male finds a hidey hole with a potential mate, he has to convince the female to come out and party. Now, it might not look like much, but this is sort of like an upside-down version of the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. But they both have bongos, and Juliet is potentially a pissed-off cannibal. Half of one, 6 dozen of the other. Here, you can see it a bit better in these cutaway diorama versions. See all that tapping? Well, they're flirting by Morse code using vibrations. Now, it goes on like this until she stops responding or she comes out of the burrow, which can be terrifying. You know, she shows up at the door and she's heavily armed. Ah, run away! But if all goes well, this gives the tarantulas a chance to feel each other out. Literally. It's kind of cute. Looks like the fidgety hand-holding of a movie first date. Now, all this closeness does start to force the issue of the whole fangs thing. Male tarantulas have spurs on their front pair of legs. One of the first moves he has to pull off is to get those spurs underneath the female's fangs. If he f***s this part up, it's best to just abort. Once he has his spurs in place and her fangs are firmly secured, he lifts her up and begins to explore her underside with his spermed-up palps. The female has 2